Great. So tell me more about the concept. What do you guys do? And how long have you guys been franchising for? And why investing in this space is a good idea? And who's a good candidate for this brand? And what does the typical day-to-day look like as a franchise owner? What type of support do you provide to the franchise owner? And what's the total investment? All right, you want to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, Justin Higgins with Chatime, Director of Operations for the United States.
Great. So tell me more about the concept. What do you guys do?
Here at Chatime, we've created a easily accessible boba and beverage brand that's been traditional Asiatic and really have westernized the overall category to make it accessible for everyone.
And how long have you guys been franchising for?
This year actually marks the 20th year anniversary for the brand Chatime. Well, we currently have 1,400 locations across 63 countries and are rapidly growing here in the United States.
And why investing in this space is a good idea?
The thing that I love about this model here is it's simple. It is a simple operation. At the end of the day, I love to remind our operators that we are building tea at the end of the day. When we think about restaurant service, we think about a whole lot of complexity, a whole lot of cash injection, and a whole lot of complexity that's just unaware of to be able to get into franchising from the ground up. So we've really created a simple model. I've really thought through the entire support structure from the time you sign your agreement all the way up until the time that you decide to exit the brand. I'm gonna make it very easy for our franchisees to enter, to become profitable, and then overall, ultimately, take advantage of their exit strategy.
And who's a good candidate for this brand?
Really look for 3 different key characteristics when I'm looking for great investors. First one is obviously having the right financial background to be able to afford the immediate requirements needed to open, but also to stay afloat during your ramp-up period. The second piece, which is one of the most important pieces to me, is the cultural fit. At the end of the day, we're gonna be in a partnership here for at least 10 years, and we wanna make sure that each party is very comfortable with each other and we're able to become great partners. The last piece too is overall operations background and acumen. Going into a restaurant space is its own unique beast, and you have to have some sort of familiarity with retail environment in this world, or at least drive to be able to do it, to become successful.
And what does the typical day-to-day look like as a franchise owner?
Because the first day-to-day as a franchise owner when you open is going to be significantly different than your last day on your day-to-day, right? We definitely want to see when you open at first that you're taking advantage of being inside your business, working full-time, and really, no pun intended, see how the tea is made at the end of it, right? And then as your business gets a little bit more mature, it becomes stable, you become more comfortable, putting in the right leadership so you can then start working on the business instead of in the business can definitely happen within the first 90 to 120 days.
What type of support do you provide to the franchise owner?
So one of our commitments to our franchise partners here is we want to create a white glove service support line for all of our partners, because we know this is the first time the majority of them are getting inside of this world. So from the time that they sign all the way up until the time that they leave, we have all the support tools, whether it's training, on-site support for operations, we have supply chain and procurement, technology, marketing, real estate, construction, you name it, end-to-end fully comprehensive support.
And what's the total investment?
Right now, our total investment level is anywhere between $171 to $324 to 5% royalty. A lot of the investment range really hinders the overall retail environment that you get yourself into, landlords' willingness to contribute into tenant improvement allowance, as well as local requirements as it surrounds construction costs, as developing in a location like Texas is going to be different than Iowa.
So for anyone that's out there considering buying a franchise, what is the last thing that you want to let them know about why this would be a good opportunity for them?
I think this is a great opportunity, again, for the right culturally fit individual and someone that really wants to be involved in the day-to-day, especially within their first 90 to 120 days. What I would recommend when considering a franchise brand in general is really fall in love with the work that you're going to see yourself doing every day. It's easy to fall in love with the products. It's easy to fall in love with tea and boba and drinks in the beverage industry, but can you see yourself actually doing this work? And if you can, Chatime is going to be a great fit for you, and we can become great partners.
Do you guys do multi-unit or area developers?
We do multi-unit. We do not want to do area developers or masters because we want to maintain that relationship directly with our franchise partners. We have development packages all from the board, from single operators all the way up until individuals that are opening up 10 plus units. So certainly something that we can discuss for that right individual, whether they want to do one, whether they want to do multiple. We have a flexible package and we want to maintain that relationship to provide the best support.
Love that. Congratulations on your success. Thank you. There are over 4,000 different franchise opportunities out there. To reduce your risk when picking a franchise, we provide you key insights and a great process to match you with the perfect opportunity. To learn more, click the link in our bio to schedule a free consultation today.